What is up, guys? My name is Rice. Welcome back to the channel. Today is a brand new video, and today we are going to be talking about my top 10 favorite TV shows. That is right, boys. Because we did the TV show collection yesterday, I feel like it's only right that we end up doing the top 10 favorite TV shows today instead of separating them by any means. It's the way it's been the last 4 or 5 years. Yeah, so basically what constitutes being my favorite show is if you can make me invested in the characters, if I enjoy the show, obviously, and or if it can make me laugh. I have a lot of comedic shows or shows that have some humor in there. Yeah, I have a few kid shows, not a lot of them, but I do have a couple. Or I guess you could say like children's shows, cartoon shows. From when I was a kid, I have a decent amount of shows that I've seen recently. Spoiler, Succession will not be on here. I've probably started watching it in the last couple weeks. I'm assuming this is going up by the time I've started watching Succession, so it's not going to be up on this list because I'm recording this before I've seen it, because I'm obviously bulk filming videos. So yeah, we're going to get right into the countdown, boys. No dilly-dallying. This might not be as long as a video as usual, just because I want to get right into it. Just, boom, why I like the show. And, yeah, so this might end up only being a 15-minute video, but you know what? Hey, let's get into it. Number 10, we've got Cheers. That's right. Surprisingly, I've started rewatching Cheers again. I've only seen the first season. I think I saw it about 4 years ago at this point. I just actually rewatched the first season. We haven't gotten to the other seasons, but the first season was already so fucking funny that I had to put it on the countdown this year. Cheers coming in at number 10. It's a really funny show. A lot of the characters are pretty funny. A lot of the situations they get into so far, again, it's pretty fun. It's not super highbrow. It's not even really lowbrow humor. It's just, it's very funny. Some of it is smart. A lot of the dialogue is very funny. Basically, it's about this former baseball player, Sam Malone, played by, I can't think of his name, goddammit, Ted Danson, played by Ted Danson. Apparently, I just gotta say, I can't remember the name, and I'll remember it immediately. He plays Sam Malone, who owns this bar, and it's basically about him and his workers, just doing stuff. It's a really good show. I really enjoy it, and I'm excited to check out more of the show as I go along with it. More of it will probably be in 2024, but number 10 is Cheers. Number 9 is The Rehearsal. This is the first of 2 Nathan Fielder shows that are going to be on this countdown. The Rehearsal, I would argue, was the better of the 2. However, the other one I like was funnier. And I think that was more of the point of it. The Rehearsal is a fucking weird show to talk about, because I don't want to get into spoilers. But with a lot of these shows, I don't want to get into spoilers. I don't know how I can get into spoilers with Cheers without talking about individual episodes. Because with that show, it's a very, very, like, episode by episode with, like, a loose kind of narrative. But with The Rehearsal, it's a show. Okay, so basically the general plot of the show is that Nathan Fielder, who's probably best known from Nathan For You, he played a little bit of a little role in The Night Before, which is a movie I really like, and we'll talk about that in top 100 favorite movies probably. But basically, Nathan Fielder tries to help out people with situations that they have. For example, the first episode is about a guy who's trying to tell his coworker that he's basically not as smart as the rest of them, because he didn't graduate with he didn't graduate from, like, the class, as high of a level class that he said he did. And Nathan Fielder basically takes him through all the situations that could happen, tries to determine everything that could happen. And yeah, basically the tagline says, "Why leave life to chance?" Basically helps people out with these issues, tries to help them get the perfect scenario down. Basically, not the perfect scenario, but be prepared for anything that could happen. And yeah, eventually he gets involved with this mother who's trying to kind of prepare for child and adulthood with her kid, and yeah, it gets really surreal. It gets really fucking good. The first couple episodes were like, yeah, this is pretty good, but then it gets really, really good as the episodes continue, and I would highly recommend this. I'm very, very happy that it got renewed for a second season, because this is a show that absolutely deserves it. Love Nathan Fielder, love his character. Great show. The Rehearsal, really show it. It really makes you think as well. So I'm excited to see season 2. Season 1 was very good. HBO Max as well. So it sucks that not a lot of people have seen the show compared to how many should have seen the show, because it's on HBO Max. Coming in number 8, we've got Better Call Saul. I know this was top 3 last year. This falls, even though I actually did watch all of the final season live as it aired, and that was an awesome experience. It's not a favorite of mine, per se. It's a great show. I love the show. But it's not as much of a favorite as certain other shows are on this list. It's Better Call Saul. It's a prequel of sorts to Breaking Bad, which will be on the list, obviously. But it's a prequel to Breaking Bad, featuring the funny good guy, not funny good guy, the funny criminal lawyer, Saul Goodman. Basically about how he became Saul, kind of about how he became Saul. It's more so contained within its own plot. There are some reoccurring characters you see from Breaking Bad, but it's not like, oh, hey, this is a prequel to Breaking Bad. Hey, this is a prequel to Breaking Bad. It very much contains itself when it needs to. And really, in the last season, there was only a couple times, some of the callbacks to call forwards, I guess, to Breaking Bad, where I was like, oh, okay, this is weird, and there's, yeah, so Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul as a whole, I really like the show. I feel like when it was Chuck and Jimmy, that was when the show was really good. I feel like, and this is the only spoiler I'll give, so block your ears. I'll give a thumbs up when you can unblock your ears again. So I feel like after Chuck dies in the show, I feel like the show does start to go a little, not downhill, but it gets a little bit worse. I really like Michael McKean, first of all, so I thought he was damn good in the show. I thought he and Bob Odenkirk played very well off of each other. It just didn't end up, the show didn't click as much to me. It was still good. It was still really good. But I felt it did get slightly worse, if you could say that, after Chuck dies in the show. And also, I will give another spoiler since we're here and ears are blocked or whatever. The scene in season 6 when Kim goes to meet Jimmy at his office and she runs into Jesse, that felt really fan-fiction-y to me. It was cool to see Jesse. It was cool to have that callback. But for me, it just felt a little bit weird. That like, oh, hey, these characters ran into each other. Isn't that crazy? It felt very much like that, as opposed to, like, really serving anything to the plot, really. Like, I felt if they had just left it at, like, Kim and Saul, and maybe Jesse just sees Kim walking out as he's walking in. Like, I don't know, that would have been good enough for me. Like, it's, I'm always happy to see Aaron Paul in a Breaking Bad related piece of media, but we already got the callback earlier call forward with him and Walter early on the season, so I felt like we didn't need that, but I don't know. I'll definitely got to rewatch this show along with Breaking Bad, which, yeah, so you can open your ears now. You can stop getting spoiled that Saul Goodman is gay, but no, legitimately, no. Better Call Saul, very good show. Great show. You're not at this point necessarily one of my personal favorites. It's a great show. I acknowledge it's a really good show, but just not one of my, again, natural favorites. Coming in at number 7 is going to be It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Looking back, I probably will switch this and Better Call Saul, I think, because I haven't watched Always Sunny in a little while. Yeah, it's a really good show, though. I believe this was it says premieres, but I want to say this was the third season poster. Probably second, though. But yeah, so this is a show about five morons, basically. 5 morons who run a bar in Philadelphia who get up to really scummy things and are just genuinely really horrible people, and it's really funny. That's kind of the basic plot of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. A lot of the episodes, again, are very episode by episode. It's very much similar to a sitcom, which is funny because the show really does break a lot of sitcom regularities, and it does kind of go into its own. It very much is self-contained in its own world. The characters in the show know that the main characters are kind of assholes, and again, it's funny. You don't necessarily root for them, but you find it hilarious and you want to keep watching. Of course, everybody gets asked, who's your favorite? Charlie, easily. Not necessarily easily because the rest of the characters pale to him, but no, just love Charlie. Love Mac, of course. Dennis is really, really creepy at points, and it's really funny as a result. Frank, of course, Danny DeVito, everybody loves Frank. Sweet Dee's really funny. She has some good moments of her own. Everybody on the show has, I think, their own shining episodes, shining moments. Yeah, really good show, really, really funny. Don't think that I can recommend this enough. Coming in, I believe this is number 6. I have actually lost a little bit of count. Yes, coming in at number 6, another comedic show, we've got Seinfeld. And some of these I'm putting up posters, some of these I'm putting up logos. Just because I want to get a nice little even mix. Plus the Seinfeld logo looks natural behind the black background, in my opinion. Seinfeld, another funny comedic show. Basically, basically the premise of the show, where do comedians get their material from, is kind of basically what it is. Because, like, think about it. The opening of the shows and the ending of the shows are always the Jerry Seinfeld, or usually the Jerry Seinfeld stand-up bits. And at the end, he's usually making a joke about something that happened within the episode. So you can kind of say it is, at least partially about, what do comedians, how do comedians get their material. But yeah, it's basically about these four friends who live in this apartment complex and get into wacky adventures together, basically. It's really damn funny. Everybody knows Seinfeld. I'm not going to linger on about it too much. If you somehow haven't seen Seinfeld like I had until about 3 years ago, check it out. It's really goddamn funny. Please do so. Coming in at, I believe this is number 5. Yes, number 5 is a show from my childhood. I just realized there's really only one of those this year. Goddamn. I forgot I didn't put Gravity Falls on the list. Spoiler alert, Gravity Falls isn't on the list. But coming in at number 5, SpongeBob SquarePants. I wanted to get the logo with the little waves around the logo, but that didn't look good, so we're going with the old logo without the extra layerings. But SpongeBob SquarePants. Who doesn't love SpongeBob? Everybody loves SpongeBob. Really, really funny. You could say children's cartoon, but at least the first 4 seasons, in my opinion, 4, maybe 4.5, half of season 5 from what I can remember, is very, very funny still as a young adult. It really holds up well, and I don't know if it's just because I remember that as a kid, it's really funny, or it's genuinely still hilarious. I think it's genuinely still hilarious. I'll go back and watch episodes of SpongeBob sometimes and be like, this really does hold up. This is still really funny. Everybody's favorite underwater sponge, everybody's favorite dumb sea star, everyone's favorite hated as a kid, really relate to as an adult squid. Yeah, it's just incredibly relatable. A lot of the humor, which is funny because again, it does take place underwater, but a lot of it relates to human life. It's a really funny show. That's all I can really say about SpongeBob. Self-contained. It's really, really funny. SpongeBob, great show from my childhood. Absolutely love it. It's number 5. Coming in at number 4 now is going to be The Bear. This is a show that I watched earlier this year. And it's a tough show to get into. Again, I'm not going to talk too much about these shows just because I don't want to spoil them. But this is a weird show because there were parts of the first season that I didn't care for. There were episodes where it felt like a bit of a drag. It wasn't getting necessarily to the plot. Funny enough, actually the first episode is one of those episodes because it throws you right into the show, which I appreciate them doing that. I like that, but it felt like we should have gotten to know the characters before we're thrown into such a high intensity level that we're thrown right into in the series. But it gets a lot better. I thought season 2 was really, really well done, and levels better than season 1. Season 1, by the end, was still really, really good. I thought by the final 3 episodes, it got really good. And then this past second season, it's been, I believe, renewed for a 3rd season now, thankfully. But the second season, fucking incredible. One of the best seasons of television that I've ever seen. So, weirdly enough, this was put into the comedy category for the... I don't think it's a Screen Actors Guild Award. Some award show. Might have been the Emmys. This is definitely much more of a comedy drama show. It felt like there were more comedic moments in the second season, which is funny. The first season had really good dramatic and comedic bits. Second season leaned heavily into the dramatic bits, but had some comedic elements that actually failed more, in my opinion, in the second season. It's not because they went more dramatic, but I think the writing tried to go a little bit hard. Not necessarily like trying to make jokes more, but they went more into the comedic aspects, and in doing so, they kind of stole away a little bit of what made the show funny in the first season. Basically, the basic plot, by the way, of the show is it stars Jeremy Allen White, Jaw, if you will, who ends up returning home when his brother commits suicide and has to take over his restaurant that he's left behind, and basically how his family and the workers there go about their business, basically. And yeah, it's a fucking incredible show. Everybody plays their parts extremely, extremely well. Everybody is really damn good in this show. I'm excited for season 3. I don't want to spoil a damn thing about this show, aside from, like I said, the general plot, because that's what you're given basically in the first episode. So yeah, check out the show. It's really, really damn good. The Bear is one of my favorite it's probably my favorite show that's on TV right now. Again, this is being recorded. This is being recorded before I'm watching Succession, but Succession, I believe, has ended, actually, so that's actually kind of funny. Number 3, and this show is ahead because of the memories I have associated with it, and binging it all within the span of about 3 weeks. Of course, that is Breaking Bad. Breaking Bad had to make the list somewhere. I saw it in number 3 because it is a fucking incredible show. Everybody knows what Breaking Bad is. If you somehow don't, along with Seinfeld, every show that's on this list, please check them out. I would recommend maybe The Bear a little bit more, just because it is only 2 seasons. The Rehearsal as well, it's only 1 season. It's like 6 hours total. You can squeeze that in an afternoon, probably. But yeah, Breaking Bad. Great, great show. Absolutely love Breaking Bad. Give a very general plot synopsis. Even though everybody already knows the plot, I don't want to spoil it for the 2 or 3 people that might be watching this that somehow haven't seen Breaking Bad. But basically it stars this chemistry teacher, Walter White, played by Bryan Cranston, who ends up just discovering he has cancer and resorts to selling methamphetamine to make money for his family for when he's dead. For them to be secure while he's dead, I should say. And yeah, it's a damn good show. It takes a lot of twists and turns. He ends up relying on his former student who sells meth, Jesse Pinkman, of course, played by Aaron Paul. Fun fact, Aaron Paul did not have any acting experience whatsoever before this show. And usually you say that's like, oh, this is like their first acting role. No, he didn't have any acting experience whatsoever. It's almost like, why can't I think of his name? He looks like fucking not G-Eazy. Euphoria dude. Angus Cloud. Angus Cloud had zero acting experience. First season, admittedly, kind of showed. Second season, he got a lot better, though. And he unfortunately died, so he can't be in season 3 now. Yeah. That took a bit of a weird turn there. But yeah, no, legitimately, Breaking Bad, fucking phenomenal show. Everybody knows how good Breaking Bad is. And yeah, check it out if you somehow haven't already. If you already have and you forgot how good it is, watch it again. It's fucking incredible. Coming in at number 2 is going to be Nathan For You. That is right, Nathan For You. So, just to recap, by the way, boys, so far, we have, I don't think Cheers was on the list last year. The Rehearsal wasn't here last year. The Bear wasn't here last year. Nathan For You wasn't here last year. 4 of the 6 shows that are on this list are from here last year. Honorable mention, I guess, goes to Euphoria, because I'm weirdly enough, I'm one of the few people that seems to have not cared much for the first season. I thought it was very over the top, and actually liked the second season more. I thought as the second season went along, it got a lot better. First season, there were aspects I liked. I'm going to talk about Euphoria during the Nathan For You segment really quickly. I want to get this out there. I've been meaning to talk about this since I saw Euphoria. The first season, there were aspects I liked. Sydney Sweeney, obviously. Hunter Schafer was fucking amazing as Jules. I thought her character was incredibly relatable. I really loved what they did with her character in the first season. Second season, she wasn't utilized as much, and of course, her special, I really wish I could remember what it was called, but I know it's the Euphoria special part 2 that was with Jules. That was really beautifully done. That was absolutely amazing. And then there are other aspects I liked. I kind of liked, again, Angus Cloud in the second season. I thought he was really, really good, and I thought he showed massive progression from the first season, where he kind of felt like he didn't feel like he wanted to be there, or, I mean, again, obviously he wasn't an actor before the movie, but like, well, I mean, he was, because he did go to an acting school with Zendaya, I believe. She didn't like recommend him, they just found him, and it happened that they had gone to an acting school together, so they say. But yeah, there are aspects of the Euphoria season 1 that I liked. Season 2, overall, I thought was a lot better. I thought it was a lot better. It toned down a lot of the nudity that tried to be shocking and just didn't end up being shocking, because it's like, oh, okay, nudity, cool, that's fun. It's funny, despite the fact that Euphoria season 2 actually opens in the first 5 minutes with nudity, it toned down a lot of it for the second season. It just got a lot better, in my opinion. I thought that Rue became a much more relatable character in the second season, as opposed to being a somewhat unlikable character in the first season. I thought she got a lot better in the second season. It actually did make you want to root for her to beat her drug addiction. Now, whether season 3 is going to fuck that up, I don't know. Sam Levinson did just work on The Idol, which was maybe the worst TV show I've ever seen. Keep in mind, I haven't seen Velma, I haven't seen She-Hulk, Attorney at Law, I haven't seen a lot of fucking bad TV shows, so yeah. Yeah. Alright, on to Nathan For You. Again, honorable mention to Euphoria. Nathan For You. This is a fucking masterpiece of TV right here. This is an incredible show. Without spoiling anything for you, because I want you to watch the show. Seek it out any way you can. I don't know if it's on DVD. I really hope it is. If it's not, watch it on streaming. I'm sure Comedy Central, I think they're on Paramount Plus probably. It's probably on there. If it's not, seek it out illegally. That's a joke, YouTube. That's a fucking joke. But yeah, Nathan For You. Basically, it's about Nathan Fielder, who finished with very good grades in his school, by the way. Those who've seen the show are thinking, hey, you made the joke, and you're welcome. But it basically stars Nathan Fielder as he does his best to help struggling businesses get more publicity and get more customers. And I'm leaving it at that because I'm not spoiling a fucking thing more for you. You might hear that plot and think, Harry, what's so good about that? Watch the show. This is one instance where I'm genuinely, like, if I recommend any show that's on this list right now, Nathan For You. It is a masterpiece in comedy. It's fucking hilarious from start to finish. Every episode, it feels like, is a joke a minute riot. It's absolutely incredible. Love Nathan For You. Please check it out. I'm not spoiling a damn thing. I'm not saying anything about any individual episodes. I'm not saying anything. It's just a fucking masterpiece of a TV show. Absolutely love it, and I hope it's on DVD because I really, really want to buy it and own the whole series if I can. Coming in at number 1, again, I guess an honorable mention would be going to Euphoria. Consider it honorary number 11 because I talked about it for a little while. Didn't mention the plot, but yeah. Coming in at number 1 is going to be a TV show that I think a lot of people say is the greatest TV show of all time. I know that's kind of been overtaken by Breaking Bad, unjustifiably so. Despite the fact Breaking Bad was number 3, I think this show is leagues better, which I think actually speaks more to how good this show is than how bad Breaking Bad is, because it's not bad at all. However, this show is number 1 because of its incredible storytelling, because of its writing, its amazing acting, the way it wraps up each and every story, the way it feels like a natural conclusion, even in the end. Number 1 is The Sopranos. I feel like everybody probably knew that this was coming. I actually forget if this was on the countdown last year. I don't think I had finished The Sopranos, so I didn't know, so I didn't want to put it on the list, but I have finished The Sopranos, and holy fuck, 9 months after seeing it, I still remember a lot about this TV show. Firstly, basically the general plot, it follows Tony Soprano, played brilliantly by James Gandolfini, played by himself, Tony Soprano, no, played by James Gandolfini. as he tries to make ends not make ends meet, but he tries to keep his real family happy and his mafia family happy, and he struggles about doing so. It is an incredible show. I absolutely love this show. I know if basically even though Breaking Bad feels like everybody's seen, it feels like everybody's seen The Sopranos. If you haven't yet, absolutely check it out. There's been a couple people in my sim league that I've been recommending the show, and they still haven't checked it out, which is fucking killing me. Shout out Chef Camaro, though. He saw Breaking Bad recently, so shout out to him. Yeah, absolutely love this show. Of course, Paulie Walnuts is absolutely hilarious. Christopher Moltisanti is a really damn good character. Hot take, I actually kind of relate to AJ at certain moments in the show. I think he's actually a pretty well done character. Meadow, I actually find to be the worst of the two kids. Again, hot take. Stevie Van Zandt in the show, he's really damn good at certain points of it. It's just a really damn good show. A lot of people would classify this as a mafia show and say for example, the therapy scenes are really boring and where's the action? It's not about that. It really isn't a mafia show. It's a show that features the mafia, but it really is about the struggle within kind of and how to kind of go down the wrong path in a way. I don't want to sound like a fucking Christian cult leader, but like Sopranos is a fucking great show. I can't say enough good things about it, and I'm not even gonna try to say how fucking good it is, but check out The Sopranos. It's a masterpiece in show writing and acting and direct. Every fucking thing that you can imagine with this show is fucking A++. It is absolutely incredible. And the final two seasons, genuinely may be my favorite of any TV show I've ever seen. I absolutely love every season of this show. However, season 5 and 6 might genuinely end up being my favorite TV shows. My favorite TV show seasons of all time. So, yeah. Number 1, The Sopranos again. Can't say enough good about this show. It is fucking incredible. Yeah, I actually, funny enough, for me, as good as people think the action scenes are, I much prefer the therapy scenes. I think the scenes where it's actually focusing on Tony Soprano and looking at him as a character and almost being a character study. Fucking love the show when it becomes that. Absolutely love Dr. Jennifer Melfi. Love the storylines that they give her in the show as well. I think very, very fitting for her. And I think it's a really realistic show in a lot of ways. And it's just overall, it's a very, very fucking good show. I couldn't recommend it enough. So that is going to do it for today's video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Do not forget to like, comment, subscribe, favorite, sharing, which includes, but is not limited to, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, everything else. My name is Rice. Subscribe to the Puff Club, H Club, Sub Up, DJ for your members of the Boss Squad. Whoo! Thank you for the comments, and any of it is much greatly appreciated. Thank you guys again so much for watching. Links in the description are the Amazon wishlist, PO Box, PayPal, Discord, Letterboxd, the Spion account, and the Twitch, and the Streamlabs are all down there as well. Thank you guys again so much for watching. My name is Rice, and I'm out. Love you guys. See you guys. Adam Moriel. Always remember, no matter how bad we were last year, how hopefully decent we are still like this year. Go Habs, go baby. Thank you guys again so much for watching. My name is Rice again, and I'm out. Love you guys. See you guys. Bye guys. Love you guys. See you guys. Bye guys. Love you guys. See you guys. Bye guys. Bye.